Sitka is only accessible by boat or plane, as it is a series of islands in the Pacific Ocean and home to the Tlingit people for thousands of years. The present city was founded in 1804 when Alexander Baranov moved the headquarters of the Russian-American company here from Kodiak. With the current population of approximately 8,500 people, it was once known as the Paris of the Pacific and served as the capital of Alaska until 1906. Sitka summers are cool, but I was able to stay at the warmest and most hospitable Twin Island retreat, owned by Mary and Larry. A third-generation farmer from Northern California, and Mary, who worked in hotel management and as a concierge in Southern California for many years. You couldn't ask for a better combination of people and experience during your stay at the Twin Island Retreat.
Well,
Can you see me? Can everyone see me?
You're just going to have to design your own fishing wear. Local blueberries off the island.
Look at this love and this care. Next, we head out on a hike to Beaver Lake, one of Sitka's favorite trails. It's an approximate 3-hour, 3-mile hike, but only if you decide to do the loop trail around the lake. Otherwise, you can just hike out to the lake, take in the views, and head back for a shorter 2-mile, 2-hour hike. It wouldn't be a Kellee Set Go adventure if I didn't take to the skies. So I connected with fellow aviator and owner of the Dove Island Lodge, Dwayne Lambeth, to fly the wild Sitka Sound seascape, where we flew over the city, mountains, lakes, glaciers, and even flying low along the shoreline. After we land, Dwayne gives me a tour of Dove Island Lodge and shows me a unique experience to Sitka only available at this resort.
And there's 10,000 light bulbs behind the rocks. That's why the walls are so thick. To heat they feel cool to the touch, but they're actually warm. What you feel right now going is the air conditioning. All this is supposed to be so they did the whole sculpture out of salt. And anyway,
And
yeah.
look at the floor, is that
That's salt too.
After a day of adventure, I enjoy an amazing 5-course meal at the Dove Island Lodge to end my day. Next, we head to Sitka National Historical Park, where I speak to Tlingit elder Louise Brady about the history of the island, its totem poles, and her personal family connection to Sitka.
There's something happening, every 5 feet it looks like.
Yes.
And obviously all different types of creatures, animals, and also looks like a person.
Yes. Okay, so there's different types of totems. We call them kutiyas. And the way that you read them, right, is you look at the different figures. So you can see by the cross hatching here that this one is a beaver, right? And then there's a small beaver, baby beaver, what it looks like. Colonization was going on, is that there were people who came maybe to trade and maybe didn't honor their trade, and so there's such a thing as shame poles.
Oh.
So that until that debt is paid, the shame pole stays. Yeah.
So basically, instead of being like in the tabloid or like, bad publicity,
Or in the courts.
or in the courts,
Yeah.
they put up a shame pole with your face on it
Yes.
until you pay your debt.
Exactly.
I got a few shame poles that I like to put up, if possible. You know who you are.
As Luis and I walk further down the trail, we discuss the significance of ancestral and family history, which is one of the most important and beautiful parts of my travels.
I come out here and just feel that strength and that presence of my ancestors, and think of my great-great-great-grandmothers who were willing to fight for this land and for me.
Big crybaby.
No, you're not.
Because I really this is why I go to see the world, so I can understand other cultures. And I just really wish that people would always think further than themselves. And I think the world would be a better place if we sought information and knowledge from those like yourself who is willing to give it to us, So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
As my time in Sitka comes to a close, I'll never forget my incredible experiences by land, air, and sea. It's an awesome place to visit and a great introduction to the Alaskan outdoors. You can learn more about Sitka at visitsitka.org. Until the next adventure, this is Kellee, Set, Go.